Hi, my name is Luis Savala, and I am here today at Jose Savala's house, aka DJ Chameleon, to interview him about his life being a DJ. How old were you when you got into DJing, and what got you into it?
Um, I became a DJ in 2007. So 13 years ago now, that would make me 29 years old when I started DJing. And what got me into DJing was that there was this kind of like Latin party crew that was looking for DJs. They were looking to recruit and hire DJs. So they came along and they trained me how to DJ. And I got it pretty quick. I mean, I had one class and I was basically off to the races. I was able to mix right off of my first time learning how to use the equipment and learning what the buttons were for. And I got into it pretty quickly. My transition to becoming a DJ was very quick.
Are there any DJs that inspire you or you look up to?
DJs that I admire or look up to. I mean, I've been to a couple of what are they called, DMC championships, like the Scratch Master Championships. So I've seen guys like starting from scratch for Toronto. I've seen guys like DJ Qbert from LA, and those guys are phenomenal, just fantastic scratching DJs, juggling DJs. Like I don't I wouldn't even begin to lie about being in that category of DJ, because these guys are real performing artists. These guys that scratch and beat juggle and these kind of tricks on the tables. I scratch a little bit, but my art is more mixing and blending rather than as a show DJ. But if you want to talk about DJs that I admire, yeah, I mean those two guys are two guys that I can think of that are phenomenal DJs, and there's a couple of guys like DJ Danny Castro, that's more in my category, or DJ 81 from LA. Those are guys that I kind of look at when I'm building my mixes.
Do you have a favorite song to play when DJing?
A favorite song? Well, I don't know if I have particularly a favorite song, like one song. Normally, like the biggest kind of track of the time is one that I like to lean on, especially if I really want to peak out, a moment, because one of the things that you try to do as a DJ is you try to build up the energy. And so, if there's a hit song, that's coming out on the radio, you know, like a song like Danza Kuduro was like a huge one, or I don't know, a song like Moves Like Jagger, or Avicii, Wake Me Up. If you have like a big anthem that you can play at a peak moment, that's usually what I like to consider a favorite song in my mix, because that's kind of what hits that climax.
What's your favorite part about DJing at weddings?
My favorite part about DJing at weddings. What I love personally is getting everybody up out of their seats and dancing. It's not an easy task, because a lot of times at weddings you're gonna have a very diverse crowd, as opposed to like a nightclub. Nightclubs usually gonna be like one kind of crowded. People looking for electronic music, or people looking for hip hop music, or people looking for Latin music. In the case of doing my Latin thing, when it's a wedding, it's a very diverse crowd. So if you can get the whole crowd going during a wedding, that's a special feat. That's the one thing that I really enjoy about doing weddings.
Thank you for your interview, Jose Savala, aka DJ Chameleon. Now I know being a DJ isn't as easy as people think it is.